Welcome to our channel. Did you know that? This video contains facts and information about the African wild dog, and it's a part of our Animal Edition series. But first, don't forget to give a like, share with your friends, click subscribe and the notification bell for more fantastic videos. African wild dogs are also known as African hunting dogs, African painted dogs, and African painted wolves. These canines are cooperative hunters, and work together to capture prey. Wild dogs are declining in numbers, and listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List. African wild dogs are multicolored canines that somewhat resemble a calico cat in color. The fur on their muzzles and throats, as well as much of their bodies, is black. They have large blotches of tan or yellow color, and smattering of white, throughout their coats. This dog's coat is unique among canines, as it is made up entirely of rough guard hairs, and no undercoat. The wild dog also sports a large pair of ears, and a moderately elongated muzzle. African wild dogs are unique creatures, with beautiful painted coats and skilled cooperation techniques. They are unfortunately on the decline, and are endangered by human interaction, which puts them in danger of extinction. African wild dog populations are estimated to be around 6,600 individuals total. This population is broken up into 39 different, fragmented, subpopulations. Each subpopulation is so separated from the next that they rarely reproduce with one another. What's even more concerning about the African wild dog population is the number of breeding. Though there are 6,600 or so adults, the number of breeding individuals is much lower at an estimated 1,400 dogs. Though there are many more adult dogs, groups of African wild dogs consist of a pair of alpha dogs, and they are the only animals allowed to reproduce. If any other females in the pack breed, their pups are quickly killed. This means that, while there are 6,600 adult wild dogs, only 1,400 are actually producing pups. African wild dogs are incredibly sensitive to habitat destruction and fragmentation. Farming and development encroach into wild dog ranges, causing increased conflict. This separation reduces the likelihood of wild dogs in two populations interbreeding, cause inbreeding, and reducing genetic diversity. This also increases instances of farmers killing wild dogs to protect their livestock. Wild dogs live mainly in grasslands, savannas, and arid zones. They generally avoid forested areas, because trees can obstruct their hunting ability. Instead of stalking prey, which requires dense vegetation for cover, wild dogs hunt in the open. They use their numbers to pursue prey, and work together in the open to bring down game. While they prefer to avoid these areas, they will travel through mountain forests, scrub, and woodland areas while pursuing prey. Historically, African wild dogs could be found from sub-Saharan Africa across the entire continent, absent only in rainforest habitats and the harshest deserts. Today, however, African wild dogs have been eradicated from most of their former range. They are virtually extinct in North and West Africa, and their numbers are low in Central and Northeast Africa. Most wild dogs are found in South Africa, and Southern East Africa. Wild dogs are carnivores, which means that they eat meat. Their most common prey items are Thompson's gazelles, impala, springbok, reedbuck, kob, and lechu. African wild dogs have also been known to eat wildebeest, African buffalo calves, warthogs, duiker, zebras, ostrich, waterbuck, and bushbuck. They generally choose larger prey items, because they hunt in packs, but they have been known to eat rabbits, insects, cane rats, and dik-dik. Destruction of habitat is the leading cause of African wild dog decline. Wild dogs roam over long distances to search for prey, and fragmented habitat can increase conflicts with farmers, collisions with cars, and accidental trapping and snares set for other animals. Separating populations causes fragmentation. When wild dogs cannot reach other populations of wild dogs, they tend to breed with close relatives more often. This decreases their genetic diversity, and can cause mutations and disease. Unlike domestic dogs, African wild dogs have not been domesticated in any. African wild dogs are extremely social species, with very strong bonds to one another. They are more social than lions or hyenas, and solo animals are extremely rare for this reason. Wild dogs live in packs up to 27 individuals and their pups. The dominant pair of dogs are the only ones in a pack that are allowed to breed. After the dominant female breeds, she has a gestation period of 69 to 73 days. They produce the most pups per litter of any canine. Litters can be anywhere from 6 to 16 pups, but the average is 10. Because litters are so high in numbers, if any other females were to reproduce, the pack would not be able to feed the pups. The mother will keep all other pack members away from the pups until they are 3 to 4 weeks old, which is when they begin to leave the den and start eating solid food. The pups are weaned at 5 weeks old, and at 8 to 10 weeks they begin to follow along on hunts. Amazing animal, don't you think? So did you know that about African wild dog, or do you know other facts about African wild dog life? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to give a like, share with your friends, click subscribe and the notification bell for more fantastic videos. Follow our Instagram and Facebook page. Thanks for watching, see you in our next video.